3.1, cling! VEO's reign is here, and you shall all bow to my generations.
Hey VEO, what prompt should I use? I want to make myself big again.
No more prompt! No more prompt! No more!
Beautiful. VEO 3.1 is live and I've tried it. I generated a bunch of videos with the new 3.1 model to see how good it is. That's why in this video, I'm going to be brutal with the review that I'll be giving. I'll also be showing you how to use the new features of VEO 3.1 so you can create better AI videos. My name is Charles. Let's go. One of the big updates made was in the ingredients to video feature. Initially, you could only use VEO 2 for this feature, which didn't have video, high quality video and audio. Now you can generate high quality video and audio using the ingredients to video feature. Now to use this feature, you're going to select here, this drop down. Initially, it's going to have text to video once you sign in. So you're going to click on this drop down here and then click ingredients to video. So once you've selected ingredients to video, you click on these settings here, either here or here. Click on these settings and here you'll be able to change the model. You can see here that the model here is 3.1. Now they've taken off the VEO 3 model, and the way I'm looking at it, VEO 2 would soon be taken off because they are stopping the support for VEO 2 model very soon. So just ensure that your model is in VEO 3.1 fast or VEO 3.1 quality. Now, VEO 3.1 costs about 20 credits for the fast, and then the quality costs about 100 credits. Now, when you select this, you can just select the aspect ratio and the number of outputs. So this time around, I'm going to be using 2 outputs, but if you want to save your credits, just use 1 output. I'm going to leave that there. Now, with the ingredients to video feature, you can combine 3 different images and create a video with those images. Let's say, for example, you want to run an ad where you have someone talking about a bag, and then something else could be a shoe, and then could be a drink also. So you could upload images, 3 different images, and then VEO 3 would come up with a video, would use those ingredients to create a video. It doesn't just stop at ad videos. If you're creating a movie, a story video, or something like that, and you want to create a video, you have the scene image, which is the background, the environment. You have 2 different characters. You can upload the image of the character and another character and then the environment to make the video. Now, this feature is very, very important. I'm happy because they've introduced, high quality video and audio in these ingredients to video feature. Now, to use this feature, once this is selected, you're going to click on this plus sign here and upload an image. So I want to create an ad video. I want to combine 3 different assets to create the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is to upload a bag, which I got online. And then we have the bag here. And then I'm going to upload a shoe. And then I'm going to upload a zoo, right? I'm going to upload this 3. Now, if you have a model and image already that you want to use, you could just upload the model image here, all right? But I don't have, so I'm just going to generate the video like that and instruct VEO 3.1 to generate the video with a model. So what am I going to say? So I'm going to write a woman talking about the product, holding them one after the other. Let's generate, and boom, we have these 2 videos right here. So we already have these 2 videos. What we're going to do next is to watch the video. Let's watch this.
Then we're moving on to the shoes. These are so cute. And I know you're wondering what this is.
The video is okay, but look at this video right now. You can see that she's holding one pair of the shoe and the other pair is floating in the air for some reason. Yeah, not good at all. The video tried, but this is it's not something so, so great. And if I take the video further, here, you can see how tiny the Azul bottle is. It didn't get the proper size. Probably it doesn't have enough data to know how big the bottle of Azul is. Now, I would blame this on the prompt. Let me write a better prompt for this particular video. I'm going to try another prompt with the same images. So I'm going to be saying a woman sitting on a couch holding up products one after the other. She brings up the shoe and says the shoes, and then she brings up the bag and says the bag, and then she brings up the bottle and says Azul, this one is for the boys. Let's see. I know with VEO, If I try to give it more, technical prompt, it may not adhere to it. But this is simple. This is easy. Let's see what it does. And let's hit generate.
The shoes, the bag, Azul. This one is for the boys.
All right. The video is good, it's good, but I have a couple of problems with VEO 3. Now, what's going on here? I gave VEO 3.1 a pair of shoes and it's just showing one part of the pair, which is one shoe. That's not what I gave to it. And then here for the bag has a long handle that you can hold, a long line, but I can't find it here. I can just find one handle here, which, looks not as good as I expected. And then the almighty Azul. So small. Maybe Azul has the small bottle, right? But this is not the normal size of Azul, so I'm surprised. I don't know what VEO is doing here. I mean, the video is okay, but those little things really matter. Now, for this next one, I've uploaded an image of Superman, Batman, and then the scene where I want to put them in. Let's see what VEO 3.1 would do, because I want them to fight in this particular video. Now, I'm going to enter this prompt that says Batman and Superman fighting on the rooftop. Very simple prompt. Let's see what happens. I'm going to generate, and boom, we have these videos here. Now, I'm going to play the two videos, right? Let me play the first one. I could see some morphine on the head of Batman, right? And then it's just slow. There's no actual normal speed on this video, right? It's just very slow for me. And then here, let me play the second video. I mean, this video looks good. It looks good. You could take it into an editor, speed it up, add some effects, change the shots, and even add like transition to it, and it's going to look super good. But as it is right now, I can notice some stuff like apparently VEO 3 is just making this guy slow. They could fight very fast. Why are they slow? Now, what's going in my head is Sora 2 can handle timeline prompting, so I can control the camera movement at every point in the video, right? But VEO 3.1, I tried it. I tried a lot of it. In fact, I can't even show you the videos, right? In fact, I'll show you the videos later. I tried timeline prompting with a lot of videos, but it didn't just work well. VEO 3.1 was just doing what it wanted to do. So your prompt still has to be simple. It has to be simple and clear. Now, in my school community, I go deep into showing you step by step how to create cinematic videos, animated videos, AI ads and creatives, and niche-based videos using different AI tools, not just VEO 3.1. And inside this community, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to give you hands-on projects to help you build the skills that can place you in the top 1% of creative professionals. The world needs AI creative professionals right now, and this is your chance to jump in. So if you're looking to start a creative agency, you're going to learn how to get started and how to find clients. I'm going to leave the link to Branions AI Creative Network, the community, in the description of this video. So join. I'll see you inside. Now, the next thing we are going to be looking at is first frame and last frame. VEO 3.1 made a huge change with the first frame and last frame. Now, I tried doing a lot of transitions with it. Let's try it so you see it for yourself. I mean, it performed well in some videos, but in some other videos, I was disappointed. It did not perform well. So for example, this video I created here, I wanted to get a transition where the camera would zoom out and then pan out to outside space, right? But what did VEO 3 give me? Just before I show you that, I uploaded the image of the person and then the image of, space showing Earth. And then I entered this detailed prompt. This prompt is very detailed. And this is the video I got. Right. People would argue that it was the prompt that I gave to it. I tried different prompts. I tried it lots of times, but for every video, it kept giving me different things and all that. I even tried a very simple prompt, but it did not do it. I took the same prompt and I went to Kling AI. It gave me the result once. Very good result once. So VEO 3.1 needs to improve with their transition and camera movement. It's still not where it has to be. Now I'm going to try something else. I'm going to animate a map, a still map, and bring it to life. But before that, let me take a step back. If you don't know how to access this new feature and you want to access the feature on this part here, just click here, and then to bring up these options, you select frames to video. So you get this first and last frame. Now, what I'm going to do is to upload the first frame, which I've done here. This is just an empty map, right? I generated this with Nano Banana and then uploaded the end frame, which has, you know, the map being brought to life. The map has like buildings and then yellow lines. So I want VEO 3.1 to create the animation where the lines move and then the houses grow. Let's see how he handles it. So I say Africa is highlighted yellow and houses grow out of the map. So what I'm going to do is to click generate, and boom, we have our video. Let's watch. Guys, this is good. I must say this is good. VEO 3.1 performed well with this, so it's very easy for you to create animations right now. The next thing we're going to try is an animation of a chart. So we want the chart to grow. All right, this is very helpful when working on presentations or creating explainer videos. So what I did here was to upload the first image, which just shows the X and Y axis, and then the second image, which shows the chart complete. Then I entered this prompt, bars growing on the chart, and then after growing, red curved lines grows to the top. Let's see what VEO 3.1 would do. Generate, and boom, we have our result here. Let's play it. This is good. This is good. This is good. So VEO 3.1 is good with, you know, animations like this. Now we are going to be trying just the first frame alone. Let's see how it handles just an image, using image to create a video. So I've uploaded an image of a dog walking out, a dog on a treadmill. So here I said a dog using the treadmill in the gym. He's serious. His hands are off the rail. Let's send this. Now, before I send, I'll just ensure that I've changed it to portrait. You can see it's in portrait mode. So now I'm going to send. And boom, we have our video. Let's play. The video is okay. The video is good. So I noticed someone there just standing at the wrong side of the treadmill. Someone in the background, but it's okay. The video is fine. It looks good. So I tried it again with a selfie style video, and here's what it gave me.
If you haven't joined Branions AI Creative Network, you are missing out on insider info.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It looks good. It looks good. It performed well with this. Now we are going to be moving to the next feature, which is text to video. Now for text to video, it really performed well, but there's something I noticed with this new 3.1. The actions are not fast. The speech, they're not fast. They're just, you know, they have this form of sluggishness, which is annoying. Trying the text to video, creating videos is painful, right? It's very painful sometimes because you have to try and try and try. You know, you might get it, and then when it gets it, it's slow. You have to try it again. And so, for example, I used this prompt and it gave me this video. Watch.
Where are they? Sora! One! Cling!
No, it's too slow. VEO 3.1, top up the game. So here's another video I created with text to video. And this time around, I entered a very deep prompt, so it could give me what I want. All right, I entered the prompt, and here's the video.
Sora! One! Cling!
I could still feel how slow the whole video is, right? It's not just giving that normal pace that I want, but it's okay. Now, once you've generated your video and you want to create like a longer version of the video, you want to extend it and keep the consistency, what you're going to do is to click on add to scene. Once you click add to scene, it's going to take it to the Scenebuilder. And then once it takes it there, you just click on this part that says Scenebuilder. Once you click it, it's going to open up, and then here you can extend the video and create longer versions, longer videos, right? So now if I play this, So there is where it stopped. So if I want to say, so if I want the video to continue from here and the characters to say other things, I'm just going to click on this plus sign and click extend. So you can see it says here what should happen next. So it's just enter the prompt and say, for example, says this, and then it's going to generate a video there. So that's what I did here to get this video, right? I added a prompt here that gave me this video. So from here,
VEO's reign is here, and you shall all bow to my generation.
so if I play this video from here, you'll see that it flows actually.
Sora! One, cling! VEO's reign is here, and you shall all bow to my generations.
It looks good. It looks good. So what I can do now is just to keep extending and extending till I get to like 30 seconds, right? Which is very good. Now, this feature is really helpful when it comes to creating consistent character. So far, I've been trying it out and there are some flaws. I know there are some flaws, but it's still good. VEO 3.1 is still very good. Model is a very good tool that you can use to create amazing cinematic videos, add videos. There's a lot that you can do with this platform that you're looking at right here, and there is a lot more money to be made from this platform. And that's why if you've not joined my AI creative network, my school community, you might not know all these things, right? How to explore these AI tools and use them to your advantage. Anyway, I'm going to be creating another video. We'll be going deep on how to use this flow feature, how to create longer video with consistency and all that. You're going to cover that in another video. So I'm going to leave all the prompts that I used in this video in my Telegram channel. So if you have not joined our Telegram channel, the link is in the description of this video. Join it so you can get access to all my prompts. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. There are a lot of helpful videos here. You're missing out. So subscribe, like, share this video, and I'm going to see you in this other video here. I created it for you.